Hey, how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. I want to talk to you today about UPS Freight selling for $800 million to TFI International. Pretty big deal there, $800 million. Now, let's think about that in perspective. UPS owned them for about 15 years. That was started out as Overnight. I don't know if you guys remember that. Way back in the day, there was a company called Overnight, and they had gray and blue trailers, and UPS bought them up. I think they had about 120 locations throughout the U.S. I remember I used to work across the street from an Overnight, and all of a sudden one day it went from Overnight to UPS. It took a while for the trailers and everything to change names, as it normally does, but $800 million for that. Let's think about it. UPS 15 years ago paid $1.25 billion. 15 years ago. So I'd say they took a pretty good little haircut on that one. Probably about half of what they had in it, they got out of it. It just never integrated, you know. I seen UPS Freight operates about 7,000 power units with about 7,800 drivers. That is a massive company. And to have, TFI, if you don't know, TFI is a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange. I believe there's symbols like TFII. Stock was up 32% yesterday on the news that they were buying UPS Freight. So apparently someone out there thinks this is a good deal. Goldman Sachs is the financial advisor for UPS on it. So apparently they think it's a good deal to get out at this point. Now, UPS Freight's been for sale for a hot minute because XPO almost bought them back in 2018. I guess they didn't like the numbers on it then or something. But, I figure UPS is probably selling out while freight is, the freight rates are up, get it while you can type scenario. But that's a pretty good loss. Let's face it. 800 million sounds like a lot of money until you think about, well, they paid 1.25 billion 15 years ago for it. I seen an article that said they've been in business like 85 years. Maybe Overnight had been in business that long, and UPS come up and scooped them up about 15 years ago. It just never worked for UPS, really. UPS is they're an $80 billion company. So to sell something that's $800 million, that's like it's like ordering a pizza for me and you. I don't know your finances. For me, that's about like ordering a pizza. You know what I mean? It's not moving the needle a whole lot. But, they just never really integrated it properly. It never meshed well, in my opinion. I know FedEx did the same thing back in, about 15 years ago. They bought some LTL companies trying the same thing. That's where you got FedEx Ground, I think, came out of that. Or, I don't know, one of those. But, yeah, $800 million. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, if you think it's a good deal. Remember, this TFI International already owns CFI, and they already own Transport America. So they're becoming a huge corporation, in their own right in the trucking industry. To own two big carriers like Transport America and CFI is already something. Now they're going to add in, a really large nationwide LTL company to that. Canadian-based company, but let me know what you think about this. I'm not a huge fan of when venture capital, or I don't know what you would call them, TFI, they started out, not as a trucking company. They're an investment firm. So for them to, be buying up trucking companies, I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It looks like CFI is doing okay under their leadership. I don't know that much about Transport America, but I know since they took over CFI, it looks like CFI is growing a little bit. I see more CFI out there. I see more, Transport America out there. So maybe they're growing the businesses. I don't know. Hopefully they're not buying this on the high end of the freight market and then just, roll it over. I think part of UPS Freight is union. I'm pretty sure it is. I know the one up in Minneapolis that I looked at working at one time, they are union. So I'm not sure how all that's going to work, if they're going to stay union, if they're going to try to, bounce the union. Not sure on that. We'll find out more about that, I guess, in the future. But that's it, guys. $800 million. TFI stocks up 32% on the day. Apparently, someone out there thinks it's a good idea. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, everybody, and take care of each other out there.